Yo, so how's it going, man? It's Alstallio here. I'm on my travels to Brazil, after my long, I went to sing for 65-day challenge and all the rest of the stuff I did last year. I decided to come to Brazil for about half a year, I guess. I'd actually like to relocate here, which I'm doing at the moment. Just looking for places and stuff to find here, and yeah, man, just enjoy the sun, man, because what I need between 28 and 33 degrees every day of the year. That's what I need. And right now I'm in Natal, and this seems to meet the requirements. It's very nice here, nice and hot. People are friendly. I just feel so good. And there's coconuts everywhere. And if you know me, I love coconuts. I'm always drinking coconuts every day. Coconuts never. If I'm honest, my skin looks really good because of it. I'm sure it's the coconuts and the sun, of course. And that's what I need. I want to look really good with glossy, nice, tanned skin. Anyway, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about Natal. Natal is a really nice place. It's a bit off the map, actually. I'm really surprised. There's not many English speakers here. So, like, for me, one of my purposes to come to Brazil is because I really want to improve my Portuguese. And I think I found the right spot. Natal is, wow, you'd be lucky. I think since I've been here a month, and I've met 5 English speakers, and half of those were tourists, and they were like the only English tourists I know, and they were actually American tourists. And apart from that, I haven't met any other English speakers, so 5 in total in a month. So that's, you can imagine that's proper low. Natal's not very known to anything really one of the Brazilians, I suppose. Most of the tourists that come here are from Argentina and Brazil, and that's it. So that makes it the perfect place to live, actually, or come and visit, because the price is not too inflated. Obviously, a place to rent 2 rooms for about a month, you're looking around 1,600 reais, give or take. Between 1,600 and 2,000 reais, which is about 400 and 500 euros a month, which is quite cheap. There is cheaper though. I found a place which is about 1,000 reais, which is about 250, roughly, 270 or something. And it's not like we're on the you can see we've got a nice sea view, so that makes it a little bit more expensive. But just like if you willing to sacrifice the sea view and live on the street a few streets behind, 1,000 reais, man, that's 270 a month. That's really cheap. Eating out here is really nice. There's good restaurants. There's actually a really nice square place here where you go there and there's always live music playing, and there's loads of stalls or stands set up, or huts, food huts, and there's loads of variety there. There's stuff for vegetarians, local cuisines, obviously European cuisine, Italian pizza, churros, if you like them. There's Spanish, I believe, and crepes. Everything there, it's really delicious. I like going there at night. The prices are reasonable too. If you want to eat out, they've got sort of everything. Everybody, they've got sushi, they've got Italian, just your normal stuff. Let's say the world's cuisine menu has made its way throughout the whole world, even in a place like Natal, where I guess they do have quite a lot of maybe Italian tourists or Portuguese tourists, and that's where they get their food influences from. But like I said, I think Americans and British people, and maybe even German people, don't come here that often. And I think this is a place that people should really come if you're an English speaker. I think they need more tourism here from especially our countries like England and America. So yeah, it's very nice. Tours, they have really good tours. I went buggies. Really good tour. It cost me about 40 euros, and we was on the buggies for about 3 hours. They picked us up, took us there, and I was like, wow. Normally, like when I went jet skiing in Cyprus, I went for 15 minutes and I paid 45 euros. So which one would you rather have? 50 minutes, 45 euros on a jet ski, or going on the buggies for 3 hours and touring like the dunes and everything, man? It was an amazing tour. It was so much fun. I loved it. You can also do diving, obviously. That's about 300 reais, which is about 70 euros. And you go out, take it out the whole day, you go and dive. I would do it, but I always make sure I want to watch that everyone's alright in water. So, you know, I'd like to stand out on the side and watch everyone else dive. Just in case they start struggling in the water, I can jump in and save them, you know. So I kind of sit outside. But apart from that, diving I would highly recommend too. And they have all various tours going on boats. There's like islands around here which are nice. Fernando de Noronha. Very beautiful, very expensive, but beautiful if you got the money. They've got like on the beaches. Obviously, the beaches are beautiful. They're beautiful. Some parts of the beaches are a little bit more crowded than others, but it's definitely strips. Like obviously, you got so many beaches here. Actually, it's unbelievable. You can find a beach for everyone. If you don't want people, like you want non-tourist beach where there's only a few people on, you can find that beach. If you want a beach with loads of people on, this one here, Playa Porto Negra, beach of Porto Negra. Full of tourists, but not European tourists, like I say, more like Brazilian tourists and Brazilian locals actually, and people from around Brazil and Argentinian people. So there's great beaches here. Shopping, I advocate when you go on holiday, going shopping to the supermarket and stuff like that instead of going to restaurants every night, because restaurants are expensive. It doesn't matter where you are. The price is the same really. It's like if you pay, let's say 7 to 10 euros for a meal in Europe, you're going to pay 7 to 10, the equivalent to 7 to 10 euros here in Brazil. So there's not really any change, except for, like I said, the square where you can go to the stands, they pay a little bit cheaper, but then you do still pay the same as what you pay for a doner kebab, for example. In Europe, you pay the same price here. So I recommend going to supermarket. Supermarket is really cheap, unless you're going for exported foods. Now, exported foods, I found a tin of tomato Barilla. Some tomato sauce from Barilla, 30 reais, man. That's almost like 7 euros. It's amazing. I was like, 7 euros for tomato sauce from Europe. So you have to try and buy local stuff. So it's best to get informed to find out what's local. Normally the things that are really cheap, like when we found the equivalent tomato sauce, it was maybe like 2 reais or 1 real 50, which is like 50 pence or cents. That was definitely within the spending budget. You know, it's way better than spending 6 or 7 euros, which you would pay for €1 for in Europe. So, you know, or even £1 or whatever. So go to the supermarkets if possible. There's a couple of really good ones. Alstallio, Favorito. I went to one supermarket, Extra. Man, pandemonium. There's so many. Oh, and don't expect to get in the queue really quickly. You know, you stand in the queue, and the cashiers, it feels like they're taking as long as possible to serve you. They're taking all the time. Then they in between each person, they count all the money. It seems like from the till, they're counting all the money, and you're like, can we just move this along a little bit? And you know, you talk about having a complicated transaction before you. Everybody has a complicated transaction. So, you know, bring time with you if you're going to go shopping here, anywhere, especially that Extra. Taking the bus. You probably don't want to take the bus here. The bus drivers are trying to kill somebody. I don't know who. They're always in a hurry and they're always trying to kill somebody. It feels like, you know, if you want to, like for me, when I drive a car or anything bigger than a car, I think it was like, okay, take your time, leave plenty of space, braking room, you know, so like if you have to brake in an emergency, you got time, you know, to process the information in front of you. Here they just speed and know that someone's going to cut in front of them. And they brake really hard, but the person actually eventually does cut in front of them, and then they sound the horn in anger. And it's like, I'm a passenger, I'm sitting like at the back and I saw that happening like 10 cars away. So, you know, be careful when you go on the buses here. You probably will end up in some tricky situations, you know. Overall though, I would say it's fun to go on the bus, it's really fun. Just be careful when you got kids and stuff, because they have no like respect, you know. It's like you'll go there with a kid and you'll be walking and the bus will just pull up at top speed and you'll fall and stumble and everyone will get worried and everyone will stand up to help you. The people are really friendly here, so you don't have to worry about too much stuff. The people are gonna let you know that they're there to help you out, so that's really nice. Also, they're gonna let you know that they're there to take your money, so just be wary of that. You don't want to get locked into too much gringo prices. Oh, and I would recommend taking maybe not taxi. Taxi is really expensive. But then again, Uber's also taxi expensive. We took an Uber from, I think, about two kilometers, which is about a mile and a half, just under a mile and a half. And it was like the same journey we took with the taxi too, and it actually cost more than the Uber. So you gotta be careful with these Uber and taxi things. I think Uber might cost cheaper over a longer distance, and taxi might be cheaper over a shorter distance. So just pick and choose your battles. Always make sure when you're looking for a place. Actually, I would recommend not booking a hotel or booking a hotel or an Airbnb. But be careful with Airbnb. I find Airbnb to be really expensive, to be honest. I know they've got, and it is kind of fair that it is expensive, because if anything breaks or whatever, I've had situations where I broke a cup or something, they're gonna have to repair that, and I understand that. But if you want to really save money, I would book one night with an Airbnb or a hotel, and then have a look around, because everywhere here in Natal there's places that say alugar, which is like rent, alugar C. So you can go to the places, or call a number, or go to the places and say, yeah, I would like to spend some time here, and they'll give you a price, and you can say, look, I'll pay a little bit less, and normally you'll get that. So you'll save more money doing it that way if you're looking to rent. Don't book a hotel. Hotel's way too expensive. You know how the hotel chains are, Holiday Inn and all these places, Tulip Inn and Hilton. Unless if you've got the money, then hey, why not? But then again, with that kind of money, like there's penthouses here where you can rent them and you'll save more money. Obviously, with that route, you can bring your own food in and do whatever. Unless you just want to be pampered, then yeah, take a hotel. Why not? And of course, the most important thing is people are always asking about safety in Brazil. See, Brazil's got a huge issue with safety. You got drug gangs, favelas, criminal activities everywhere. The police, the government, corruption. You got everything here, man. This place is like this is like hell on earth, actually. When you listen to like the media, the truth is, a lot of the stuff is happening. It's happening, but I think, like, when you hear like this stuff's happening in like a lot of the major areas. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't happen in like places like Natal and stuff. Where we've been though, it's tranquility. Well, not tranquility. Like, I don't want to say tranquility, but here I don't feel like you're in any sense. There's any sense of danger here. I feel like people are always warning you. Look, be careful. Don't walk around at night and stuff. I mean, me as a like Afro-Caribbean person, I feel like I blend in a little bit too much, so I don't feel like I'm too much of a target, although I'm sure I'm not, completely immune to anything happening. But I think if you're European, maybe you gotta be a little bit more careful, and like look around, just because like you kind of stand out a little bit more. But in Brazil, it's so mixed, you can't really tell too much. I mean, you can tell obviously by the way people walk and stuff, and if you look a bit confused, you can say, yeah, that's a foreigner, gringo. But in most cases, like, everyone just kind of blends in and just go like business. People say I don't walk at night, but last night I walked, for example, about 2 miles, and I didn't feel any danger. It was dark and it was quite quiet on the roads, but every now and again there was like a police car driving past, so I didn't feel like under any kind of threat. So yeah, you just gotta be careful. Like, keep your eyes open, your ears open, and just watch your surroundings. Apart from that, you can come here and not feel like, oh, okay, who's that? You don't, a lot of people are gonna ask you for money and stuff, and that's normal in these countries. I definitely would advise against giving people money, simply because there's a lot of scams going on, and people are getting money for like gang criminal activities or drugs, and you don't want to be roped into that. What you want really is to give the money to like organisations if you can. If they really need help, there's a lot of people who are taking their family out and all just making a little killing, on the weekend. Yeah, I'm not saying they don't have problems, but it's definitely other ways of like rectifying these problems, and not just giving like a 5-year-old kid money all the time, because it's mostly on a hustle. And I don't want to say everyone's got to hustle, but hustle right, hustle right. So yeah, safety, you put your safe. Natal is one of their safe havens, I would say. Not 100%, no one's 100% safe. London's not safe, Birmingham's not safe, Frankfurt's not safe, New York's not safe. So you just gotta, for me, the whole idea is you find a small location with a population that's quite low. Everyone knows each other. You see people every day, the same people. you know, in most cases these are the safest places because you can't really, something can't happen without it going unnoticed, you know, by somebody who knows that person. So definitely that's the best strategy to take when you're going to a smaller place. I'm actually leaving Natal soon, and then we're going off to another small location in Sao Paulo. There I'll do another video about how it is there. And it's another smaller place which not too many people know about. So I think these are definitely, if you're choosing a holiday, I think the best strategy is to go to a place that's a little bit unknown like this, and you pay less prices. You know, you pay not so like inflated prices. You know, you pay a bit cheaper, and it's quite safe. Going out here is if like, for example, if you're interested in getting girls here or whatever, there's a I would say, you know, Brazil's hit and miss anyway. There's this notion that every girl walking around Brazil is beautiful. That's not true. That is 100% not true. What's true is a lot of them have nice butts. That's true, a lot of them. So like looking for a Brazilian girl from behind is normally quite pleasant, but then when they turn around, it's like I never expected that. So I would say if you want to come here and like meet girls and whatnot, you're gonna have to speak some Portuguese, obviously, but it won't take long for you to learn here. I've been here a month, and well, Portuguese is nowhere near, anyway, it's still beginner's level, but it's, you know, I start to understand stuff and I'm picking stuff up. So I can imagine after 6 months I'm here, I will speak Portuguese quite well. You gotta learn to dance forró, and then you can pretty much go to any girl in the club and dance with her, and you know, get your groove on, and then maybe from there you can start something off. So yeah, there's some nice places here. Some places a bit more upper class, some places lower class, some places in the middle. Clubbing here, the music don't, like if you're used to like hip hop or anything like that, forget it. Most music played, one thing I do like about here is most music played or not is live bands. So there's never a DJ here. Well, there is a DJ in some clubs, but most places have like a live band playing, and I think that's really epic, you know, that you got a band, because you see that you appreciate live music, which is something we've kind of lost in Europe. So I like that. So yeah, you'll have a good time, man. Come to Natal, come and experience their life, have a good time. Sun, lot of sun, gotta be careful because there's a nice cool breeze too, so you don't really know that the sun's frying you. And then all, you know, it's like me, I don't get sunburned, so that's alright, but like if you're fair skinned, you might get a bit problem with it. So you let your body adjust over like a week or two, and then after that you should be alright. A lot of sun, beautiful women sometimes on the beach sometimes, and coconuts. Anyway, yeah, that's the video. Look forward to the next one. Stay frosty and keep hustling.